Hello friends, welcome to the class. In today's session, we will be doing the question of AIEEE 2010. Let us start with the session. The first question says that let cos alpha plus beta is equal to 4 by 5 and let sin alpha minus beta is equal to 5 over 13. And what will the value of tan to alpha? Let us see how to do this question over the whiteboard. We have been given that cos alpha plus beta is equal to 4 over 5 and sin of alpha minus beta equal to 5 over 12, and we need to find the value of tan to alpha. We can easily observe here that 2 alpha is equal to alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta. That will give 2 alpha. Therefore, what we are exactly looking for? We are looking for tan 2 alpha, that is equals to tan of alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta. And we know that the formula for tan A plus B is nothing, that is tan A plus tan B over 1 minus tan A times tan B. So its formula will turn out to be tan alpha plus beta plus tan alpha minus beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha plus beta times tan alpha minus beta. So to get the value of tan to alpha, we need to have the value of tan alpha plus beta and tan alpha minus beta. Now as we have been provided cos alpha plus beta is equal to 4 by 5. So if we consider a triangle, it will be 4 for the base. If this angle represents alpha plus beta, this will be 5. So this perpendicular will turn out to be 3, because we know that 3, 4 and 5 will constitute a Pythagorean triplet. So from here we can say that tan alpha plus beta will be equal to 3 by 4. And one more thing we need to consider here, that we have been provided alpha and beta both lies between 0 and pi by 4. As we can see that in the question itself it has been provided. So alpha plus beta will be lying between 0 and pi by 2. Therefore the angle alpha plus beta lies in the first quadrant. So we can say that the sign of tan alpha plus beta will definitely be a positive. Similarly, we have sin alpha minus beta equal to 5 over 13, and again using a right angle triangle, if we consider that this angle is alpha minus beta, then our perpendicular will be of 5 unit length and the hypotenuse will be 13. So it's obvious that the base will be nothing but 12. And again, as alpha sine of alpha minus beta is a positive quantity, therefore tan of alpha minus beta will also be lying in the first quadrant. Therefore tan alpha minus beta can be written as 5 over 12. Substituting the value of tan alpha plus beta and tan alpha minus beta in the formula, we get tan to alpha equal to 3 by 4 plus 5 over 12 divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 times 5 by 12, which can be simplified as the numerator will be simplified with the LCM 12, and that will give 9 plus 5 over 12, and the denominator will turn out to be this 3 will cancel this 12, that will give us 4. So 1 minus 5 over 16, that will be 16 minus 5 divided by 16, and that is equals to 14 over 12 multiplied by 16 over 11, and which on simplification it will give 4 will be cancelled out here and it will be 3. So 14 4 56, and 11 times 3, that will give 33. So our answer will be 56 over 33. Let us check what's the correct option. Here it should be 56 over 33. Let's move to the next question. The second question. The second question says that let A equal to j cap minus k cap, the C vector is equal to I cap minus j cap minus k cap, then vector B satisfying the given condition, then what will be the value of vector B? So let us start doing this thing over the whiteboard. We have been provided some condition for B, so let us first consider that vector B is nothing but B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. This is our required vector. Now we will make use of the given informations. Our vector A is j cap minus k cap, and our vector C is equal to I cap minus j cap minus k cap. The first information says that A cross B plus C is equal to 0. That gives us vector C is equal to minus of A cross B, and which can be written as B cross A. As we know that whenever we will commute the terms of an vector product, its sign replaces. So now the right hand side will be equal to, we will be finding its value in terms of B1, B2 and B3. Its value is I cap, j cap, k cap, B1, B2, B3, and for vector A, x component is 0, so we will be writing 0 over here, then j component is 1, or z component is minus 1, and the vector C is equal to I cap minus j cap minus k cap. Let me make, okay, on simplification it will give I cap minus B2 minus B3 minus of j cap minus B1 minus 0 plus k cap B1 minus 0. So this can be written as I cap times minus B2 minus B3 plus B1 j cap plus B1 k cap. On comparing both the sides, what we get, on comparing the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap, we will be getting that minus B2 minus b3 equal to 1, then b1 equal to minus 1 and b1 equal to minus 1. So the first equation gives us that b2 plus b3 is equal to minus 1, and from the second one from the second and third both we can derive that b1 is equal to minus 1. Now let us make use of the another information, that is a dot b is equal to 3. So when we are doing this vector product j cap minus k cap, b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap equal to 3, and that will give 0 plus b2 minus b3 equal to 3. So this equation gives us b2 minus b3 equal to 3, and from the previous one, this equation we can say that b2 plus b3 equal to minus 1. On adding both the equations, we get twice of b2 equal to 2, so that gives b2 equal to 1, and substituting this equation we get 1 minus b3 equal to 3, and that gives b3 equal to minus 2. So our required vector b is b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. Substituting their values, what we will be getting? We get b1. First of all, we have calculated b1 as minus 1 and b2 as plus 1 and b3 as minus 2. So we will be getting minus I cap plus j cap minus 2 k cap. So this is our required answer. Let us check which is the correct option. Let us see what it is. Minus I plus j minus 2, minus I plus j minus 2. So this is the option D, which is the correct one. Let